Hello everyone, my name is Legend Ronnie and this game is Rise of Kingdoms. Best Archer Commander Equipment Guide. Starting from the lowest level until the highest level into the game for beginners until the expert in Rise of Kingdoms. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdom guide, and today is going to be Archer Equipment Guide. Starting from the beginner until the expert, I'm gonna get right into it. You're probably at the beginning of the game, you're just starting the game, you're probably getting your first Archer march, you wanna utilize your first Archer commanders and you just don't know what equipment to actually put on them. Well, this is the reason why there is beginner guide, and I'm here to help you regarding that. Because you don't want to send your archers into the battlefield with bare knuckles, even that archers are pretty much like cannon fodder. Everyone is bashing the archers down, but anyway, you still want to put some equipment on them. And for that reason, you have the Blessed Blade as a weapon, which actually grants you archer attack 4% with the special talent is 5.5. Now this is pretty much an infantry weapon, but there's nothing else better as a starting for your archers. The next best thing is gonna be the Staff of the Lost, which is pretty amazing, but until then that's quite a lot of materials, right? You're just at the beginning, you just want to try out your archers and you want to put some equipment for them, and this is kind of the first weapon you can actually go with. Going on to the helmet option, you have the Helm of the Phoenix with 4% defense. With a special talent, this one can go 5.5. Going on to the chest piece, this is pretty nice. You have a chainmail, which doesn't even cost a lot of resources or materials to actually forge. With a special talent, goes to 4 attack. Pretty nice piece of equipment. Going on to the gloves option, you have the leather gloves. With a special talent, this one goes 3.5% health. It's pretty easy to obtain the green quality or the advanced quality equipment, so you shouldn't make any problems. You'll definitely have plenty of this to actually keep forging, so you can actually get the special talent for your archers. As a pair of pants, this is pretty tricky for archers. Like the weapon is the ranger's trousers. And you're noticing that this one gives 4% infantry attack. People would most likely forge this for their infantry, like a beginner guide for infantry. But there's pretty much no other option. You can actually go for your archers. So you have to get this if it goes with a special talent for your archers, if you plan for them, and you get 3% archer defense. The next thing is going to be the Grace of the Exile, but this is again a lot of materials and is pretty much an elite equipment, right? It's not going to be so easy to actually obtain a blueprint from this. Going into as a pair of boots, you have the Edge boots. This one with a special talent is 3.5 attack. If you get the sturdy boots for a little while, they are good, 3% defense, but I would prefer on my archers some extra attack. That's entirely up to you. If you want your archers to be a little bit more defensive, you can go with the sturdy boots. I would say that the edge boots is pretty decent. So this is your beginner guide. This is your starting equipment for your archers when you just first want to try them out. Now I'm going to go into beginner +1, and that's where I'm going to talk about the elite equipment. So you can actually pump more stats on your archers. They probably just return from the battlefield victorious and you're going like, oh my god, my archers actually survived. I think they deserve an upgrade. As a weapon, you're going with the Staff of the Lost, like I was mentioning. This one with the special talent is 10.5 attack. But the question is, when should you change from the Blessed Blade? If you have a Blessed Blade with a special attack, which is 5.5 attack, I would only put the Staff of the Lost when it goes with the special talent. Just for an extra of 2.5 defense, I would rather keep 5.5 attack on my archers. But when this one goes with the special talents, this 10.5 defense is pretty much double stats. Then at that point I would go with the Staff of the Lost. As part of a helmet option that might just be a little bit shocking, but it's still Helm of the Phoenix, kind of the best thing you can go with, 5.5 defense. So that's why I would try to keep the attack weapon for as long as possible until you get the Staff of the Lost with the special talent, because you're already getting a lot of defense and health from some other items. Going on to the chest option, we are getting a pretty nice upgrade on the commander's heavy armor. This one with the special talent is 8% health. That's pretty significant boost for archers, 8% health. A nice upgrade from the chainmail, I can tell you that. Going on to the gloves, you have the Saint's Song with the special talent. This is 5.5 attack. I would definitely go from 3.5 health to attack. Even if it doesn't go with the special talent right at the beginning, I will still use the 4% attack. You already have the chainmail, which gives you health and some other equipment. You need some attack as well for your archers because they are offensive units. As a pair of pants, like I was mentioning, is the Greaves of the Exile. This one with the special talent is 8% archer defense. So again, WTF to that, how much defense and health you can put in your archers, like a beginner +1 type of equipment. Tanky archers, is that gonna be a thing? You never know. As a pair of boots, this again might be shocking a little bit, but the edge boots are the best one you can go with. There's no other blue quality or nothing else that you can replace with. So as a beginner +1 is still the edge boots with 3.5 attack that you can put for your archers. As an addition, you have an accessory which right now is not yet available into the game. It says here that we can obtain this from the Lost Canyon. 5% march speed, never hurt anyone with the special talent, 6.5 march speed. So if you're actually looking to get some more speedy archers, either for reinforcements or for field battles, Call of the Loyal is a pretty decent accessory you can actually build for your archers, and for any march for that matter. Now things are going to start to spice up a little bit and are finally getting interesting. Your commanders are keep returning from the battlefield victorious, your archer commanders, and you're just being overwhelmed by the good reports that you're getting from your archers, and you just feel like they just need another touch. You just feel like they just need a bigger upgrade. You want to get them to the next level because the archers are actually worth it. And here is going to be the advanced guide for your archer equipment. The first weapon is going to be the Golden Age. Even if it doesn't go with the special talent, I will still replace the Staff of the Lost. I mean, you're noticing the stats difference for archers is pretty significant. With the special talent, this is 17% defense, so WTF to that, that's a lot of defense. I would definitely put the Golden Age. As a helmet option, chest, gloves, and pants, this is undeniable. You have the Revival set. This is an amazing set for archers. I mean, I would definitely love if infantry or calves, really calves, would have a set like this. You have 6% stats, attack, and defense when you put these 4 pieces of epic equipment. So that's a pretty significant boost. And we will do some math a little bit later on to actually see with some legendaries if it's actually worth it to forge legendaries above this epic set. The Revival Helm with 7.5 archer defense with the special talent is 10. The Revival Plate with the special talent is 10 attack, and you already have another 3% attack from 2 pieces. WTF to that. The only downfall about the Revival set is the gauntlets, because this one with the special talent is 6% attack compared to some other gauntlets from some other commanders. Like for example, I'm going to take says Brutality, which pretty much gives 7.5 defense, right? So 6 stats to 7.5, that's 1.5. But you are gaining a lot more from the set. That's the whole point. That's why the set is so powerful. And going further on, you have the Revival Greaves. Again, with the special talent, they go to 10% defense, and you finally get the 4 pieces set bonus, which is 3% defense. Now, if we would have gone for some normal epic ones, they pretty much grant like a stats, which they go up to 10.5, right? So 10.5, 10.5, 10.5, there's just 1.5 stats, and another 1.5 from the gloves, because we already compared that. There's going to be 3 stats. So with the set for archers compared to infantry or calves, as epic quality type of equipment, you get 3% more stats with this set if it goes with the special talent. So I would say that that's pretty impressive for archers. 3% stats, I mean, I would never say no to that. And as pair of boots or flippers, you have 7.5 archer health if this one goes with the special talent. Going on to accessories, nonetheless, you have the Lane's Amulet and the Silent Trial. I would say that this is a very solid set for archers. I'm pretty hyped and I can't wait to actually get the revival set for my archers. I just love it a lot, and I'm gonna do some math regarding to some of the legendaries that is accessible for the majority of us. Now, as an upgrade from this advanced equipment set, I would definitely go with the Pendant of Eternal Night. Now, if you want to go with the Pendant of Eternal Night, I would replace the Silent Trial. I find the Silent Trial to be very useful on commanders that do a lot of normal attack damage and no skill damage. So pretty much Attila Takeda, Charles Constantine, or any other marchers that will be in the future that actually just do a lot of normal attack damage. Now, why is that? This is just my personal observation. To actually test this and actually find out if it's actually true what I'm saying, it might just take a while. But what I've noticed is that skill damage helps your opponent, whichever it is, a garrison, a flag, a city, or whatever you're hitting. When you do skill damage, it just helps them generate a lot of rage, like for that turn, because they just take a lot of damage. There has to be, there is a system, depending on the amount of damage you take or percentage or something, that helps the rage system, and you just generate more rage when you just take more damage. And until Takeda, they don't do skill damage, right? They just do constant normal attack damage. It goes higher sometimes, but it's still, I've noticed, that part I've noticed is that they don't affect the rage bar as much as skill damage does. So for example, when an Edward does a big hit on a target, I notice like the rage bar of the target is just going way higher compared to Attila Takeda, which is they just do constant same normal attack damage. And that's when the Silent Trial is very helpful, and that's why I would replace the Silent Trial and just keep the Delane's Amulet. And if you want to go further on with this advanced set, it will probably be Horn of Fury, so you can actually generate more rage. So instead of actually forging some of the legendary, I would rather go and just forge some of the accessories, because this is going to be some very real and visible boost, than just actually try to pump some stats. The epic set for archers is just really amazing. We are taking the helm, the chest, the gloves, and the pants. So let's see, as a helmet option, if you want to improve this advanced equipment, how else can you actually improve it? So we are going on to the archers, which is plus 11. So if this one doesn't go with the special talent, which is, I very rarely see legendaries with the special talent, from 10 to 11 there's just one difference onto the archers. Then we're going on to the chest piece and we have Milky Way. So from 10 to 12 that's another 2, so we have 3 stats difference. We're going on to the gloves option and we have Iron's Choice. So from 6 to 8 there's going to be another 2, so we are at 5 stats different. And we're going on to the pants where we have Cape of the War God. So from 10 to 12, that's another 2 stats. So that's 7% stats if you're forging the legendary, the 4 pieces legendary, and they don't go with the special talent instead of having the epic with the special talents. But you have to take 6 out because that's the set bonuses. 3% attack and 3% defense that you have on the set bonuses. So you're forging 4 legendaries for 1% stat extra. Will that worth it? Because you also have to go lucky and get some of the special talents, because if you do get on one of the legendaries the special talent, then that will definitely be some higher value. For example, this one is gonna be like 15.5, already 3.5 plus 1, so that's already 4.5 stats extra. So it's a slightly improvement, but will you actually take the risk to forge 4 legendaries and knowing that as a bonus you only get 1 if you're not lucky with the special talent? I'm not feeling so good about that idea. So that's why I advise going with the accessories, because that's going to be a significant boost in skill damage and race restoration versus the epic ones, the epic accessories. Now we are going on to the expert, and obviously the expert just going to involve legendaries for some lovelies out there who are probably very hyped and highly interested regarding the legendary. You see it over here, the Dragon's Breath. That's exactly. This is going to be the VIP shop set. That means that your commanders are pretty much legendary on the battlefield. Like, they smash everything. Like, you're so hyped. Like, you could have another bottle of Jack and you're still hyped about it. Then definitely you get the VIP set, Dragon's Breath, and pretty nice amount of stats on it, I do have to say. Compared to the epic one, you have the 4 pieces, which gives you the 3% skill damage, which is super unique, and then on 6 pieces, 5% health. That's a huge lot of stats that you can pack on your archers with this set. But again, this is a VIP set, a VIP shop set, because the chest piece, the gloves, the pants, and the boots, you can only get them from the VIP shop. The weapon and the helmet, they can be obtained from other places, like the Golden Kingdom for the helmet and the Cerolic Crisis for the weapon. If the weapon goes with a special talent, it's going to be 26 defense. This one is going to be 14.5 attack, which is pretty significant. 14.5 health. This is going to be 10 attack. This is going to be 14.5 attack. But how many chances can you actually get to get all this with a special talent? It's less likely that someone will have a full set with a special talent, like all of it. It's just, it will be unreal. And this one will be 10 defense if it goes with the special talent on archers. And then you have the set bonuses. I do have to say that the 4 pieces set bonus, I really like it a lot. For archers, that's amazing. After that, going on to the accessories, you have the Pendant of Eternal Night and Horn of Fury for some extra rage. Personally, I really do like this set, but I'm kind of a Cav player, so this is the set that I'm investing on right now. This is kind of my plan, which is kind of a Attila Takeda specific type of set. It kind of leaves me with a feeling that the reason they're actually adding this set as well is because Cavs might just have, like Attila Takeda might just have a long run until they will be replaced in not being used for rallies. So for that reason, I'm actually going for this legendary set first. To go for the all 3, it will be too much even for me. So this will have to wait, the archers. But the next one will be archers for me rather than going for the infantry one. Really, 4 pieces, 10% mass speed. Skill damage, baby, that's exactly what you want. Now I'm going to go into the expert +1 for those players that don't want to spend gems into the VIP shop. I've done the math roughly to actually obtain one of this set, like the full set. Because you can get 7 fragments a week. You will need about 6.5 months. Presuming that you're not going to be that lucky and you'll get some extra fragments randomly, you're not going to get just the exact amount of fragments that you need. You will be spending around 300 and something thousand gems just to get the blueprints. And that's quite a lot of gems, considering that's a lot of other things you have to buy from the VIP shop. So just 10,000 gems extra each week, that's a whole lot. They pile up. That's why I can only go with one set at a time. So as a non-VIP shop set, it's still Dragon's Breath Bow. The reason being that is because you can obtain this from the Cerolic Crisis, so you don't have to buy from the VIP shop. We have the helm, the Dragon's Breath helm, and you also get 3% attack having these 2 pieces, so that's pretty sweet. We're going on to the chest piece, and you have the Milky Way, which I already mentioned about it. You get it from Shadow Legion, Sunset Canyon, Latin Scrolls, and where else. With a special talent, 15.5 stats, health, that's a pretty nice boost. Going on to the gloves, you have the Iron's Choice, 10.5 attack if they go with the special talent. That's pretty good. And I'm really lucky that I didn't manage to get the full blueprint, because I was going to forge it for my archers. Because right now, personally, I'm going to be happy with the revival set. I'm not going to bother for archers to go with any legendary. For my calves, I do plan something legendary, make something legendary about it. But for archers, they will be super happy with the epic one. So Iron's Choice, 10.5 attack. Going on to the pants, you have Cape of the War God, 12% attack. I do have to say that on the non-set, I like the amount of attack you get. I really do. It's quite a large amount of it. And then you go into the boots, and you have the Commander's Boots, which archer attack. So hold on, how much attack do you actually get for your archers? You have 8%, 20%, 28%, 39% attack from these 4 pieces. And that's if they don't go with the special talent, right? If they go with the special talent, it's probably going to be about another 10. So pretty much 50% archer attack from non-set items. WTF to that. Not to mention that if you have the 2 pieces, you get another 3%. So once I'm probably going to do all the math and just post all the math on the pictures that I usually do, you're going to see it over there. But I'm pretty hype about the non-set legendary one on the amount of attack it gives, because you do get enough defense from the weapon, 20%. If it goes with the specialist, 26. If it doesn't, it's still 20. And then you get 12 health, and that's pretty much enough, right? You just need, well, you want to pump in more attack. I mean, this is what I would do for archers. Keep some defense and health. I don't like to just go all in attack or all in defense and health. I like to keep a balance, but for archers I would prefer that balance to be more in favor of attack and just a little bit defense and health, just something to be there, but more attack. Non-VIP shop set, I would say that it's kind of on my taste for archers. So if I would actually have to forge for archers, I might just not go for the VIP shop, even though the 4 pieces set on the VIP shop looks pretty juicy with the 3% skill damage, but 40 and something % attack, if just 1 or 2 items go with the special talent, probably even more, I'm down for that on archers. And I did the math, 39, but you get 3% from the 2 pieces, so that's 42 without any special talent. Just give it to me. Going on to the accessories, you have the Pendant of Eternal Night, 5% skill damage, and the Horn of Fury. However, this is going to be obtainable. Hopefully it's not going to be too hard. I'm expecting it to be like a grand prize, like you have to do something to obtain it. Like maybe, I don't know, kill the fortress or destroy the fortress of your opponents to actually get into their province, or maybe holding the ziggurat at the end. So this is what I'm expecting, because a lot of these items, it says obtainable from the Lost Kingdom, instead of just granting one item like the Scholar's Lucky Coin for all the rewards. Like, I believe that you can do, if you do like all the achievements in the Lost Kingdom, you can get like 3-4 coins or something like that. So it's a huge lot of coins, right? So I believe they just want to spread the load on different type of accessories. That would make sense, right? To have different accessories depending on the achievement that you want to get in that Lost Kingdom. So that's pretty much about Expert Plus 1. Like I said, I like Expert Plus 1 more than the Expert set, and preferably I would go with this one. I hope you actually get a lot of good things out of this video and actually help you make up your mind instead of just doing and throwing on legendary investments. I think that math that I've done regarding the epic set with the special talent versus the 4 pieces of legendary with non-special talent, I believe that's pretty solid. So that might just give you insight if you want to go for it or not. Until next time, this is your boy Jeroni signing off. Peace out, yo, and take care. See you on the next one, and stay safe out there.